Hi, this is Nick on the 2nd of June. Hope all is good with you. Continuing this week's theme of money, unifying money and love and work. One of the kind of comments in various forms that I've heard over the last 20 odd years when I've talked about doing what you love and following your heart and things is people say to me, yeah, I know what I'd love to do, but who's ever going to pay me to do that? And I've kind of had to think about that a lot over the years, and here's the conclusion I've come to, is that I don't think there's probably any area of human endeavour today that people won't pay us to do. People will pay for anything. To give you a few examples from my own life experience, a few years ago I was at a party and I was chatting to somebody, and as I usually do, I said to her, what do you do for a living? And she says, I get paid to be massaged. And I thought she'd kind of said it wrong, and I said, can you just say that again? She said, yeah, I'm paid to be massaged. And I thought, well, how does that work? I've only ever paid to have a massage myself. And she explained that, part of her job was, she's a massage teacher and a massage examiner, so part of her job was to be massaged by people to assess how good they were at doing massage. Well, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? People will pay you to house sit. They will pay you to take their dog for a walk. They will pay you for all sorts of activities. My partner Helen used to do a lot of film work, and she was working on an ad a few years ago, and she came home and she said, I was chatting to this guy, and I said to him, what are you doing? He said, I'm a beer stylist. So his little niche of expertise was making beer look good on film and on camera. And there are food stylists, there's anything, so here's my belief that you can get paid to do pretty much anything today. I've been paid to write, to speak, to listen to people, I've been paid not to show up sometimes. People have cancelled things, and I've still got paid. Incredible. I think the limit is usually in our own thinking. So a project I often set people is to kind of just go out and find people that are being paid to do things that you would just have never imagined it was possible to get paid to do, just to kind of open up your mind to what is possible. Because I don't think there are limits to what we can get paid for being or doing, but I think there are limits to what we think we can get paid for being or doing. And a question I came up with many years ago, which I found very helpful to me at the time, and I've shared it with lots of people since, is this question. What in your wildest dreams would you love to be paid for doing or being? What is it that in your wildest dreams you would love to be paid for doing or being? Because I think you could get paid for that. Potentially very well paid for doing it. Depends how much, how clever you are at finding people that want you to do it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's possible too. But I think we also often carry a lot of judgment in our own mind. It's like, well, I shouldn't actually get paid for doing that. It goes back to some of the other themes I've talked about this week about, is it moral? Is it, a bad thing to be paid for doing something you love? Work's supposed to be tough. Work's supposed to be difficult, and it's only when it's difficult and there's suffering and sacrifice involved that's real work, and that's what you deserve to be paid for. So I think we have to bring what I would call an innocence to it, a lack of fear and a lack of guilt, to say, well, I would love to do that, and I would love to be paid for doing it. But would I allow myself to have that happen, or would I somehow block or undermine or defeat myself in that? Okay, so that's today's thought. I hope that's helpful to you. God bless. Have a good day. Bye.